And hello everyone and welcome to today's stream. And we're doing another tournament, and it's the Blitz Summer Tourney, which has been created by the community. And yeah, we're going to be commentating today. There was made a small switch. I am taking Saitan's game as he has injured himself, so he can't stream today. We also have rolling streaming, and yeah, all the games that will be streamed, you can see them right here, other than the game today, which is Satan. Everything will stay the same. Yep. All the games can be checked in the description and on how you say it. Come on. And on the title as well, so that you know when game is happening, what maps are happening as well. And yeah, let's just go straight to the room. And first off, we're gonna be watching Endgame versus LXN, which is gonna be an interesting matchup for sure. Put them in for now first. So you will be able to see a map in the middle. The games will start at 5. After each game there will be 2 minutes. The rules are pretty simple. Only tech 2 tanks, no collectors, no premiums. So that this is all clear. So yeah, I will for now go back to this, so that you don't see the lineups yet or they themselves. And yeah, the teams we're going to be watching in this tourney, for now of course only group stage, are Legion, Veil, Win, LXN, EG, LC or Lost Control, Raid, and R2K. Pretty known clans in general. So that should be fine. And yeah, hope that this is gonna be going well. Right, I'm just need to make a team. And yeah, the maps that we're going to be playing today, maybe let's talk about that, is Canal, Faust, Dispair, Vineyards, and Middleburg. Just giving out some information on Discord and checking that everything well. And yeah, should be on, right? So gonna have a couple of graphics for in-game as well, so that everything should just make the experience for watching just that little bit nicer. And I'm really looking forward to be commentating these games. So yeah, I can't wait. Just make sure that everything is fine. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I can show you guys the screen in a moment. We just want to make sure that no one is doing anything quote unquote illegal here. Should fine. I just two, so can see what's going on. And we are gonna be changing the room itself now. There we go. So generally speaking, we got EG here and LXN here, of course. Let me just press ready myself. And the first map that we are going to be playing is Canal. It's a best of 7, so 4 maps. And as you can see on the screen right now, or you should be able to, there's the map in the middle here. And I got a little marker, so we are on sketch. So I hope that it's gonna go well. Alright. So how it's gonna be working, or how you guys are going to be witnessing it, is we're starting with EG from this side and LXN from this. Yeah, fine. And mostly what let's start with the red spawn, that's easier. So you see sometimes a grill, he very defensive play to cover C, sometimes see an early push onto here with a heavy tank straight, maybe in B catch. D is rarely instantly capped, usually see 1 or 2 tanks here. And you might even see a move towards here to get A, just get some, you know, map control, get the points and such. From the other side, on the other hand, you usually see 1 or 2 tanks capping C and then falling back here, cover it. You might see a tank here or here actually, more often than not. There's sometimes a TD that sits here or here. Here could be a TD as well if D is uncontested. And yeah, that's basically the lineup. You usually take C and D, or if you're red, you take B and A. So I'm looking forward to this match by quite a bit, as any other match of course. And yeah, so usually Saitan, who would have streamed this by schedule, unfortunately he had an accident today, so he has to get that checked for himself. So I'm gonna be commentating this game. The other games should all be the same as scheduled. I hope that everything is gonna be going well. And yeah, Brian, or as you know, I'm Rolling Swarm, is of course also streaming. He is let me just give you the information. Games is he streaming again? Rolling is now commentating on Lost Control versus Raid, so we are group 1 today, by the way. And later he will stream EG versus Raid, whilst we will then look at Lost Control versus LXN. So really the first game only has changed. So yeah, games are gonna be starting pretty soon. Could close that now. Once again, there's no premiums, no tech tree, no collectors, only tech tree tanks, and also no missiles. So really, they want to keep it as for themselves balanced as possible. And that seems to be the exclusion of missile tanks. But that's a topic that we won't be starting here, and that I do not want to start here as well. I'm just looking quickly over their lineup that they have. EG is going with double E5, double Leopard, double 50B, and Vickers. And I'm pretty sure that EG is either gonna go hard for A, especially with those 50Bs, or are gonna hard press for D. Probably gonna have these E5s at C here. The Leos in support, maybe one here, one maybe even here, or possibly here. Gonna have to look how Karolek is gonna be playing his Vickers. Even early spot here if Vickers crossing. And LXN is playing with 3 Vickers, 1 Hori, and 3 IS Force, so they are very aggressive. Not too sure how the Hori is gonna be used, but I'm guessing it might just be the grill's position. So yeah, looking forward to these games. We are about to start. Ready? Good luck. Alright, and let's start the battle. Game number 1 here, which for us will be Endgame versus LXN. First match here on Canal, and as you can see, we got a different layout. I've worked on this the last night, so hoping that everything is gonna go well. We got a bit late into the match, so let's just immediately get some air here. And we missed a bit of action, but not too much yet. Lego here already in B. Got resetted by Juicy. We see money in his Vickers going to A. And EG sending their Leopards and the Vickers up as well. Hit point advantage here so far for endgame. And they are in a pretty strong position here. We're getting some frame drops, unfortunately. The Leopard here is going to get hard focused on the side of LXN. Nicola here also trading a lot of hit points. Karolek has picked up the, or Karolat has picked up the first. Nicola has been taken out now. The next Vickers here will be targeted. On the other hand, the 50Bs have pushed in from endgame here. Already picked up their first IS-4. The last Vickers on the other side will be falling very shortly here. Chocolat now gonna push in. He's still on full hit points. He's gonna be reloaded very soon. Winchi as well is gonna shoot on Diamond in his Hori. E5s are coming in, and yeah. This game should be going towards endgame saver here. They got still 6 tanks alive. And there is not much that endgame can do to lose this match. And it's gonna be a 1-1 here for him. Let's just immediately adjust the score here. And it's game. And we're gonna be transitioning back to the room here after having a quick break of 2 minutes, which will start now. And after that, the next game will commence. Pause. I also will have a timer running in the background so that I exactly know when the games are gonna start again. And so far, we are looking at an interesting match so far. So I was actually wrong with the sides. And actually, let's swap those before I forget. So we saw endgame sending up their Leopards with the Vickers here. They did encounter the Vickers. They got early spotted as well when crossing. So they were able to pick them up with better focus fire. We saw the 50Bs pushing over C and the E5s coming in over the bridge to just push on these IS-4s, the Hodi as well. And I guess what really was detrimental here is the focus fire up north. Really won endgame here their first victory, and then they just destroyed the rest with the help of the others coming in. And so that was a pretty quick decider here on the side of endgame. Also, quick note, I'm struggling a bit with the slides, but I will try my best to keep that on working. So yeah, it's currently 1-0 for endgame. We have a best of 7, meaning that it takes 4 games to win. And yeah, looking forward to the next match here, how LXN is gonna respond. And it doesn't seem to be a lot of difference here in the lineup for them, but we shall talk about that in the next game here with LXN quite possibly trying to claim back their game. We would have to start now then. Alright, let's just start with the battle and move straight slide here. Will be this one. And let's get back into the game. No delay this time. And let's just go straight into the air. And we have on the side of EG here again 2 50Bs, 1 grill, 1 IS-4, 2 Vickers. We have 1 E5 as well. 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 1 E5 as well And he's going very aggressively here, and on the enemy team we have two 1-1-3s, one of which is already taking a crap ton of damage here. Caro, lad has to be careful here, he got reset. And we also have two ice 4s on the side of LXN here. Again a Hori and a 140 for some mobility as well. And yeah, so far endgame hasn't traded all that well. They are now gonna take D here. Point advantage is gonna go towards endgame as they are capping D quicker than B. Nikolai here is spotting everyone. A is completely in control of LXN. And it pretty much has turned out as I was expecting to before the game started. We also have the grill there, Lego in support. And yeah, currently it's just a waiting game and a game of patience. Nikolai here has been fallen back a bit, and we see a sneaky spot from the 140 who has missed his shot. We see Chocola and Winchi holding for now behind Romka, who is sitting at C. And LXN is moving more and more towards A here, towards this ditch. Just trying to hold on and see if they can get some spots. And the Vickers here are now gonna push in further through the spawn. Orca going up. See if we can catch a spot or not. And let's actually just have a quick look at his POV here. With the Vickers, they are gonna find Old School in a very short moment. But he has been spotted nonetheless. Oh, wait, that's the wrong side. They're gonna find Renamed here. And here's the push coming in from endgame. They're pushing straight onto Renamed. I'm coming in with the 50 Bs now. I'm going straight up. The grill in support as well. Renamed here in a lot of trouble with his crossfire. But endgame not connecting their shots all too well. Trade's not going in their favor either. Chocolat now has bled quite a bit of hit points. Still hasn't put his entire clip out. Juicy now taking one more shot. And the hit point advantage here is still in favor of LXN. Same as the points, actually. And yeah, endgame they're bleeding quite a bit. Ramka now pushing onto Money Dude here in his 140. They want to get that DPM out of the game. And E5 now pushing in as well from up top. He's taking quite a chunk of damage. Money here taking some more, is now down to a one shot. Ramkai here is getting focused by those 113s, has been taken care of. Gun advantage now for LXN, and the focus fire is not looking too good. Renamed now has been taken care of. Nicola is now out, and there's a lot of low hit points here on the side of LXN, all in this one ditch. And they have to be careful. Most of the hit points now as well is on the grill from EG here. Winch there with a really good crossfire together with Shoko on Old School, taking quite a good chunk of damage out of him. Those Vickers still alive and kicking. Hori now has been out of the game. And endgame has turned this around quite nicely. And this seems to be another win for them here. On Canal, 140 here has been picked up, and they're gonna win it by points. And score is now 2-0 for the side of endgame. Let's just close this and get back into the room and change to straight up the next map, which is now Fort Dispair, which will be map 2 of the day and could possibly be the last, but I do not expect to get see LXN here go without a fight. We're missing one from endgame here, so I hope that is gonna get sorted. Let's adjust the score as well. We now got not 12 but 2 points. Waiting. Left. Not too sure. Should we put general in? Just want to see like. Alright, General is gonna go into the team. And we have 4 Dispair here. I'm not really gonna have a lot of time talking about it, as both teams are gonna be ready in a very short time. Let's wait for them to ready up. And whilst we do that, we can just have a quick look at the map here. So 4 Dispair is not going to be viewed from scratch sketch, but from up top. And on the side of endgame here, who's currently leading 2-0, is gonna be going into this match quite confidently. And they are playing with 1 IS-4, 1 E3, 2 E5s, a Vickers, a 1-1-3 and a 1-2-1. Whilst LXN is going for more heavy steel here, deciding to go with, that is 3 mouses, 2 1-1-3s, 1 and double IS-4. So we got full heavies here on the side of LXN, and 6000 HP difference. So it's not looking all too good here. HP wise for endgame, they're gonna have to do a lot of DPM and trading. Do see their end player already taking some damage in their mouses. Caro has pushed straight through the MC, hasn't kept it, so he's completely undetected. Mouses are now in B, and the 1-1-3s have been found in the corner. Caro deck is now gonna open up fire here. Very clutch play, is gonna be able to put a huge amount of damage into him. Looking at his POV here, he could possibly even shoot some HE into the back of him. But the 1-1-3 here is gonna come back, gets a bounce on the Vickers, and here's where the counter push from EG is happening. And 1-1-3 has turned away, so E5s here and the 1-1-3 are gonna be just straight up pushing in. They're taking a lot of hit points though, and they don't have a lot of those. Caro now is getting focused over there, has to be really careful not to fall too early. And the E5s here not able to do all too much. Juicy here now is getting pinced by both Romka and Winch in his E3, who takes one from player. And Money there now still alive on a one-shot, trying to get Caro out of this game. 1 mouse here, Old School has now arrived. Actually renamed, sorry. In the corner, 3 HP difference still for LXN. Winch is now out, so gun advantage here on the side of LXN. And these heavies seem to be working so far. Caro not able to do all too much there, is now down to 30 hit points. Orca here putting some more great shots into the mouse. Mad there, taking a huge amount. And gets shielded here from Diamond. And those heavies just not able to pen their shots on these mouses. Iron Jesus has been picked up. Caro has been killed off as well. And Romka here now is getting into a crossfire. And Orca is the next one to take more and more damage here. Diamond is gonna push in. He's still on full hit points. Is gonna get focused now by these heavy tanks, but there's just not enough hit points to trade with. And there were so many shots bounced on this one corner here against these LXN heavies that they were just not able to out DPM them as much as they wanted to. So we're gonna be looking at another, or their first win here from LXN, which is just shortly going to be decided here after a little bit more trading. Nicola has now been taken care of. Chocolat is gonna go down very shortly as well, and General here will probably be the first one to get focused. Wrong there actually. HE coming in from rename, and this game is over. So not looking all too good there. They did not manage to get their shots in as they wanted to, and that means that LXN is taking home their first victory here. And let's go straight back into the garage. And basically, to just summarize quickly what happened here, up north here in this one corner, endgame had 2 1-1-3s, 2 E5s and a 1-1-3 as well as a 1-2-1. Whilst LXN had 1 ice for 1 mouse and an 1-1-3 here, 1 e5 I believe. And they were just not able to pen them, so they just could farm them. Karolek, he was not getting the result he wanted, as one of the 1-1-3s pushed on him, so he died. Their backfire just died, and then they were just full forcing here. The 2 or 3 tanks that were here then fell, so that's basically what happened in this match, and it's not looking too good from that performance, especially seeing that many shells bounced. But let's see how they are gonna be playing on this map after quickly changing the spawn, of course. And let's get straight into game number 3 on map number 2, which now will include 1 ice for triple e5, a VKK, a Vickers and a 1-1-3 here on the side of endgame. So with a bit more armor this time, whilst LXN is still going for full force armor here. This time though, taking an E3 instead of an extra heavy tank, running with 3 ice 4s, 2 mouses, the E3 and a 1-1-3 here, to just give it a little bit more mobility. And we can already see a split happening here of endgame, sending 3 heavies into the corner again, same as LXN, which will be found very shortly here. Nikola having to be very careful about his position. Ramka here putting his first shot in, and Winch not able to connect with his VK. And those mouses will most likely be able to cap B. Karo is again going to flank around. Winch here taking another one from Diamond. And he's not able to pen his shots so far. E3 though is taking a lot of damage there in this position. And is now gonna get focused by Karo as well, who has been spotted. And those heavies here currently focusing a bit more on the middle. Money now out. Has been taken care of by Winch. After taking another one from Karo. And looking at his position here, he's gonna have a farm fest. As long as he is getting ignored. But Mad RNGesus is already here to deny that, as well as renamed. But LXN has lost a lot of hit points here, especially on those mouses. The heavies now pushing in on Juicy here. Those E5s and 1-1-3s have just way more damage than them, so they can be easily outtraded. Orca here pushing in with his reactive armor, but General getting focused first. And he will not quite be taken care of getting 2 bounces from those E5s. General here will fall, but Shoko is gonna get him anyway. Hit points now about 2000 in the lead here, and it's 1-3 gun advantage in terms of kills. Old School here will get taken care of. Diamond will be most likely the next. I'm getting focused here by Romka and Karo, who puts a nice hit into him as well. Nikola now coming in. That 1-1-3 back there not gonna be all too helpful. And only really General so far falling for endgame. Winch now pushing in with his VK, quite an unusual pick, but definitely a usable one. And this game is gonna go to endgame here. I'm just showing better focus fire this time, and this time Karolek's push into the flank just working out beautifully. And has been picked up by the mouse. Nice high roll there. Choco here is gonna get mad. And Orca will finish off renamed in his mouse. And we are already onto our third match here. Or third map rather than that. And the map that we're going to be playing on next is Vineyards. Quite an interesting map. Tournament wise, there's a lot of different ways to play on it. And a lot of it can go wrong. Not sure why I can't find it right now. There we are. And I think money for 0. Oh, report. Okay. Right, I'm assuming we are supposed to put Lego in. But that they can have a full team. And so far it's not looking good for LXN. They are now, or endgame rather, is now on match point. If they can secure one more victory here, they will be able to take this one home immediately. And LXN of course is going to try to work against that, going with a very armor mobility based lineup here, going with 2 113s, 2 140s and 3 IS4s. Quite a standard lineup that we saw a couple of us. Alright, and endgame here quickly having their lineup sorted as well. Going with again Karo in his because seemingly their light tank player. 1-2-1s, he is very interesting, Winch and Orca. Also a 268 here from Nico, 1 E5, an IS4 and Shoko here about to ready up. I hope I've changed the map. Everything should be fine, and we see 2 IS4s here on the side of endgame. And let's get straight into map number 3 here. Endgame currently leading and just needs one more win to take this one home for their first victory in the group stage. And we can already see what the plan of heading towards is so far. Orca here gonna do a quick B cap, whilst the 140s are gonna be doing that for LXN. They are gonna get a quick hitter with 2 tanks in it. We do see a push here into the river with the Ice Force. That's gonna be very powerful, considering most of endgame is in the city. They only have 3 tanks on the side. And with the push over the ruins here, endgame won't be prepared. Already first shot onto Shoko, renamed now, is spotted. And old school and Juicy here pushing in straight up from Kader. Not quite spotted, thankfully retreating after taking a shot. Lego now has been seen as well. And so far positional advantage would go to LXN. But endgame here quickly recovering and taking C, now in points advantage. Putting the pressure onto endgame. And Mad here going very aggressive onto Romka. Is able to put his first shot in. And a solid HP lead here for LXN so far. But the points are not looking in their favor. Karolek here already trying to spot some on the side. Orca here is now repositioning. Probably looking to back up Winch and Karolek. And Romka here is just taking more and more shots. He's bleeding quite a bit. And the trades here onto Lego not working out so far for LXN. Making some HP well again. Those 140s here still trying to hold the backlines. Have found Orca and Winch, so they have to be careful. Karo now is going to be a bit more aggressive. Has missed its shot. And here's where the push is coming in from LXN. They have seen that their mediums are pushing in. And so they will counter push onto Romkai here with the main target. Have dragged their 140s here as well. Renamed will be in quite a bit of trouble once these mediums and lights arrive. And Nicola here backing up. Romka actually able to pick up a kill here. Player is now out as well. LXN has dropped a lot of hit points for this push. And it has not worked out. The points are in endgame's favor. The guns are in their favor. And the hit points are in their favor. Renamed here is gonna get picked up next by Orca. And it's game. That is absolute game. And yep, that is a GG from me. And we have our first winner here. GG. Just gonna quickly get the results in on Discord, which I actually accidentally closed. So let me quickly fix that, and then we will be having a 30-minute break actually, until the next game is going to happen, which will be Lost Control versus LXN. Really quickly share this here. And if we just have a straight look, the next match will be LC versus LS. And so we will close down the room for now. And why don't we just take a time, give us a short break here. I'll just put the schedule on again. From now on it's the same as before. And I will just quickly change the maps and everything so that we can be ready and rolling once the next game is going to happen. So we will be changing to here. So the maps that we're going to be seeing next match will be Canal, Normandy, after that Masion Rooms, and as a tiebreaker, if necessary, it will be Faust. And indeed it is. The game will start in 30 minutes, for you in 25. Or also 30 actually. Because there's a delay, obviously. And let's just, I don't know, take some replays, I guess. Let me see if I can find some for you guys. Actually did not prepare any as of right now, as I didn't expect these games to be over this quickly. Not sure if this is from the old or the patch, but I guess we found an interesting SU-152 game that we could be witnessing here. So let's open that up on the stream and just have a watch, I'm assuming. And this game has been played by David Minda on Himmelsdorf with their SU-152 in a rather unfortunate matchmaking, going up against 48s and 37s with no heat whatsoever to speak of. Only one repair kit as well. Interesting choice there. Still is going for double food though, with not a lot of camels in his team. In total we got 4 horsemen of no camel, as it seems. And let's see how he's going to be playing this game. I of course have seen a result screen, but you don't. So I'm going to avoid spoiling you at all until, as good as I can, of course. So he's going a more passive approach. That's of course perfectly fine. And so far not a lot has happened. His ISU made there just a blind shot. Only the Tiger 2 has been spotted. And he is going to make the brave move of moving forward. And he has found an I6 now. Has found 252U as well, and the Y5. Loads DHE here. And has missed its first shot. The derp gun's not the most accurate. And he's going to be holding this spot for the time being. Might actually try a blind shot here. He could have tried one. Score so far is 0-1. His ISU has been killed. And I'm not too sure how he's going to get the result that he currently has. He's going to be pushing on this Tiger here. Easy HE will finish him off. Gets himself the first kill. 1-2. Already lost 2 tier 8 tanks. It's quite unfortunate, but nothing he can cry about. There's 2 tier 8 Russian heavy tanks in front of him, which he definitely cannot pen with AP frontally. Tries the HE again with a snapshot, but he does fail. So that did not work out for him in the end. And yeah, he's just holding really. Probably should try to reposition, maybe take on different targets, as there's not a lot of things he can do against these heavy tanks. And picks himself the Year 5, has loaded AP, and is able to pick him up here for the second kill of this game for his team. Is looking to get the enemy 152 next. Has the adrenaline in as well. Should be able to get him here on the reload quite easily. Third person, no problem whatsoever. With an AP is able to pick that up. There's 2 more one-shots in front of him. Or of course, on average a one-shot in that AMX there. If he can pen his HE and doesn't low roll. AMX coming in and he's able to connect the ammo there, shooting the wall. Not able to connect. And he's up to 4 kills so far, having all the kills secured. 1.9k damage. And those 2 pesky Russian heavy tanks are still alive, one currently flanking around. Whilst David here is trying to rush the ammo, as much as an SU can rush of course. Ammo cannot out-traverse him here, so he keeps running. But it's not enough, and he gets the kill here. The 5th in total. And those 2 heavies there still holding on for dear life on that IO6. And let's see if he's able to pick up that kill. Should be an easy shot with HE. Aims in. Gets a 6th as well. Could get a 7th kill here if he's able to pick up that 252U, which is going to be quite the annoyance to deal with. Especially as he's lacking the heat. So he will either have to go for HE or AP him in the back. But for that he of course needs distraction, which in this case would have to be his teammates. He's still full HP as well. Gets his first in with 252 damage, I believe. And yeah, not a lot happening so far. The Black Prince is coming in from the other side here. I think he has realized as well that he will need AP for this match to be a win. The KV5 and a one-shot on his team. And he's looking to get that one cheeky shot in. Is not able to do so, so flank around it needs to be. Looking for an AP here, gonna be quite tough, but he gets it anyway. Straight into the side. He's gonna go for his adrenaline now. He can still take a shot if he needs to. And he's aiming straight for that juicy side armor with AP. Can't shoot HE now. Risks it anyway and gets his 7 kills. The Resena here. And a quite tough matchup, and with no premium rounds to speak of. Gets an ace for that as well. A Lonan medal for killing high tier tanks. And in general, a great game. Not the highest amount of damage, but he supported the team to the best of his abilities. And I think we have to show him some respect for that, of course. And let's have a look on the Discord server once again. See if we could quite possibly find some more replays here. Maybe we could make something. Quite possibly. Not too sure. I don't specifically want to ask for replay, but if you have some great ones, feel free to share them with me on the Discord server. Link to that is of course in the description. Getting tagged here. This one seems interesting, so let's pull it up. It is another low tier game, but that should not hold the game back in any way. And we have Darby in his VK 2801. on Copperfield. And he's looking to do some trouble in this nearly full tier 6 matchup. With only 2 tier 5 tanks. And yeah. Most likely is gonna go to the medium flank here. Has a solid loadout, nothing to complain about whatsoever. And he will be heading straight towards the enemy convoys, which is most likely going to be encountering there. And seems to be a touch player due to the swiping there on the screen. And he's gonna go for an early spot. He is not able to spot anything, but the attempt is what matters. Is able to put his first shot in and immediately gets counter spotted. So he does have to be careful here. And takes a big shot from the SU. I think he can't believe that he just got shot through the house. It's quite a ridiculous shot to make. Especially with a 100Y, which doesn't have the most accurate kinds of guns. So that's a big yikes. Bounced quite a tough shot there. On that. Churchill is falling back here to not get spotted. Definitely a wise choice. And is just gonna proceed to snipe a bit. Whilst his team is pretty much now dead to this point. 0 to 3. There's one in the of his team in the enemy spawn who will probably get rushed very soon. And yeah, not looking too good. Should aim in a bit more. I see, rushing this shot quite a bit. Puts one more into the crumble. Now one shot. Is he gonna go for the blind shot? Not able to kill anything. He might have hit. And yeah. There's the anniversary. Misses his shot again. Not the best accuracy in this game so far. And there's the pesky SU from earlier, who of course he wants revenge on. Firefly has now been taken care of, and now it's just him. And I was about to say the anniversary, but now it's him in a 1v5. See if he can clutch that. That's a 1v4 right there. Picks up that Churchill, which he failed to do earlier. Now his first kill in the back, up to 910 damage so far. He's gonna use his speed boost here to traverse around the map. Finds a Stuck. I would have shot on the move there just to see if we could maybe have some solid RNG and hit that. He's gonna be circling that Stuck. Definitely something you should be doing in your light tanks. Gets the kill as well. He has his adrenaline loading. And now trying to fight off this Cromwell as much as he can. He misses his first. Ends the second, but he's now one shot and has him on the reload. If he can connect the shot, which he does. And he has still a full KV2 and that one shot SU that he still of course wants to get revenge on. It's now up to 3 kills, has turned this 1v5 into a 1v2 with 1.7k damage. And still a full KV2 to deal with, which is not gonna be easy, especially on 72 hit points and an SU-100Y that seems to be having quite the RNG, looking at the first shot that he did in this match. And let's see, he's probably gonna look and see if he can get that SU first, eliminate the low HPs, and especially those with either view range or camo. And the SU has more than the KV2, I'm pretty sure. And he's able to pick him off without getting spotted, which is brilliant. And now he has to be playing on range here. KV2 has been spotted. And he will probably try to put some sniping shots in. KV2 now unspotted, will get spotted straight away. He's aiming in here, definitely understand that. You should have shot like 2 seconds earlier maybe. Because he wasn't gonna move all that much anyway. Puts his first in. He's gonna put the second in as well. He's not gonna shoot. He, by the way, has not shot a single APCR. Of course, it's not necessary, but I'd just like to mention it. Anyway, he's gonna create some more distance here. KV2 actually blind firing. Tries the APCR now on the gun mantlet. Of course, can switch back to AP. But I'm assuming he wants to just make sure that he can finish shots and win this 1v5. Pens a second as well. And yeah. KV2 is now down to a 4 shot. If he can pen some APs. If he keeps shooting APCR, he might need an extra 5th. That pens, of course, we want to hope that he doesn't bounce any of his shots. Which would be very unfortunate, as this was a great game so far in terms of strategy wise. Aiming and his accuracy might not have been the best, but still commendable that he was able to turn this 1v5 around, which is not. Even if the enemies might be low hit points. He has waited a bit here and doesn't see that KV2, meaning that he is on the other side. Some really unfortunate timing. Doesn't get spotted though, so he just managed to get a glimpse without getting detected in return. Has waited for the KV2 to turn his turret away from him. Smart choice there. You should load back to AP. APCR was unnecessary there. You're just maximizing your chances of needing an extra shot. Necessary. Because the KV2 is now a 3 shot. But if you keep shooting APCR, this is gonna change very quickly. But I think he just wants to make sure of this. He's gonna be dropping down. Has to be careful, he could have died there if he dived down a bit too hard on the ground. KV2 has missed. Can now safely load AP and aim in as well. Make sure to not get rammed. Has loaded the adrenaline. Gets a nice little fire as well in the end. With a great 1v5 and actually just 20 seconds or so left on the clock. I'm not quite sure how much that was. Only 5 seconds left actually. So really close game, strategy wise, well played. But the aim has to be worked on, of course. But that's up to everyone. Not sure if I have another replay. I'll just send one in start in a smasher. So let's have a straight look at that, and after that we're probably gonna be going straight back into the training rooms and have a look at how LXN is gonna play off against Lost Control. Now LXN has played before, of course, today, so LC here in a bit of an advantage. I'm knowing a little bit of how the enemies are going to be playing, but let's focus on the game first. It's dark, IT smasher on mines, and there's quite a lot of T6s, actually only 2 T7s here, so not a lot of hit points on the board. If you are damage hungry, of course. He's not running any adrenaline or speed boost, which is understandable, I'm assuming. He's gonna take a hold down position here to use the not too given gun depression. Puts a heat into the weak spot there. I think an AP could have done so as well. And if you're wondering why he put his gun up, it's basically to ensure that his turret isn't getting penned. So above his gun. You can actually shoot him in the small hatches there that are on the side of the gun mantlet, or how I call them, ears, as they just stick out on the side and they're easily pennable and they don't require you to have a lot of penetration on your tank. So Dark, if you're watching right now, aim there next time. Unlucky non-HG pen there on the Cheeto Cupola. Not able to pen his shot there. Bet he hoped for a possible one shot here. And so far his team is not doing all too sexy. It's 0-3 and this VK is just pushing into the enemy spawn. Totally unnecessary ammo rack there on the Cheeto. Loses his engine here on the HTC. Is he gonna be shooting the weak spot? Let's see if he's gonna... He is gonna shoot the weak spot. There we go. Fends it as well with AP. As I said, you don't need a lot of penetration to do so. And the SU behind him is able to pick up the kill. The Bulldog on the other hand, not as useful as the SU, just not in the so smartest position for his tank. Scores now 3-4, so they are still in a tank disadvantage here. And he's looking to change that around, of course. He can't take too many more hits. He is a possible one-shot for those tank destroyers, so he has to be aware of that. And 34 has been spotted. Bulldog then, not quite sure why he's not going for 34 instead. I'll keep having an eye here on the Chaffee, definitely what you should be doing. Misses its shot on the 34, as it's a derp gun after all. You're not gonna hit everything you snap, which would be insane, of course. Bulldog now has been picked up. And he's in a pretty tough situation here. One medium on the side, a light on the other. So he has to make sure to pen his HE, and he actually is able to do so. Nice shot there into the side of the 34. Chaffee now, if he wanted to have won this game, should have pushed in whilst you were on the reload. There's the ammo coming in, still full HP. He cannot take a shot. SU puts one in, and he hits the gunmental there on the ammo, who's not gonna proceed to be any aggressive. Even though he could be killing the Smasher, he decides to shoot the SU instead. Puts one back into him, and he's not gonna miss a second time. Gets the HE and finishes him off. We know where the SU is, as he's currently capping. And there's just the Chaffee, who might also just get wrecked by that SU, as he can't see him if he peeks out too far. Dark here wants to get the Chaffee first, which is definitely understandable, as he has the high ground here. Could just pursue him whilst he would be trying to reset. But as the Chaffee is pulling back, Dark is going to move towards the cap, which is definitely the right decision here. He's already up to 4 kills. 3.1k damage, so this is already a really good result. Has about 700 as well. And looking to get an SU 100. Why over here? He is a one-shot, but so is the SU. Most likely. There's the SU. Isn't a one-shot. He low rolls his HE, and the SU misses. Though I don't think that was his fault. I just saw that he had 2 dead gunners on a Russian tank destroyer. I don't think that's all too much of his fault there. He gets the Chaffee. The SU gets his SU, who has given him some good fire support. And now, as the SU shot after him, he should have him on the reload. The SU here actually using adrenaline. Might have been just before finished reloading. Dark here killing him with a max roll on the end. And gets 4.1k damage here, 6 kills. It was his birthday as well. Really good ace there. GG to that SU as well, who gave him a good amount of support. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And now let's get back here into this. And it's going to be LC versus LXN, who we have seen fight before. It's a best of 7. And the first map that is going to be played is once again Canal. And the maps are not identical. Just to remind you of that. Password, of course, hiding the enemy vehicles. And we will put ourselves in spectator mode. And let both teams know that the room is now open. As well as change to this. We're gonna change the score there. So let's quickly change it back to 0. And also change the logos, of course, as the teams are not correct, which I probably should have done before. Apologies there. And it is Elsie's turn. Hide this one. This is not the next map, it's Canal. Also just quickly switch this up here so that everything is ready for when we go in game as well. And is gonna be ready now. And let's inform them. Alright. We got our players and we already gonna move them in, but before we do, let's actually just have a look at the schedule again. And the next game that will be happening, which is on Rolling's channel, which he will be commentating, is EG versus Raid. And so if you want to have a look at that match, of course, go over to his channel. He also has better quality and better commentating, so it might be more enjoyable to watch. Other than that, let's get back into the room and get the LXN players in already. Actually still in the tier 1, so not sure if he's going to be playing. And lost control here on the other side. I got 3 minutes, of course, until the games are gonna start. And yeah, I'm just gonna put everyone in, and whilst we wait for everyone to join, the next map is again Canal. And we have seen LXN play before. We have seen one strategy of going towards A with some Vickers lights, which has been countered by Leopards from endgame. And after that, they didn't do too well with sending all of their tanks down into the ditch, getting into cross shots. So it wasn't a good result for LXN. Let's see if they have an ace up their sleeves. Just gonna be waiting here for everyone to join us. We need one more from Lost Control. We have a team of 7 ready. Right. And I think we got pretty much all of the teams. And are we on the right page? We are. That's nice. And yeah, let's just have a question again. Alright, there we go. Oh, he set me in. Never mind. So we will have Canal again. We haven't seen Lost Control play on Canal. From their lineup, it seems to be very heavy with 3 E5s, 1 IS4, 1 FE so far. 1 light here. We're gonna see them a lot. We see some changes, of course. There's a Sheridan that is not allowed to be played. So we will hope for a change on that one. And we are pretty much ready to go. Right here. Do have hide enemy vehicles on. Just waiting for 4 people to ready up. Ah, they just finished their rake. So that was closer than ours that we had earlier. So let's just give them a short amount of time, of course. And yeah. So looking at the lineups here, we have a triple E5, double ice for one ice for 262 A's and a Vickers. So more of a mobile lineup. And for LXN here, it's 3 ice force, 3 Vickers and the Hori. We have seen that lineup before. End game, and let's go straight into game number 1. And we do in fact see the same lineup from LXN that they have used before. Let's see if it will work out this time here. It's actually also switch the slide here. Make sure that we are on the correct page. Very nice. And we do see a push here from LXN straight onto A. We have Juicy he's together with Old School looking over B. Shady here being very careful around B, not going to get detected. UT here is going to flank around, see if he can spot anything in C. D has been capped. And LXN is already pushing up towards B here with their ice force. Diamond is going to go to the corner, the Vickers are all in A. And this is going to be more of a defensive approach here. Whoever can get C or B will have a massive advantage here. Hit points is on the side of LC. And LXN here taking the first bit of damage on this ice 4. Shady there putting a great shot into him. Old School now in B as well. They are looking to cap this. And if they can't reset here, which does happen, and I don't know if they want to keep on bleeding for this. Pika has been spotted, takes a massive amount of damage. And Lucy and Old School here taking more and more. Shady now also taking his first share. And those Vickers so far still just holding back, giving some fire support. They have managed to cap B after trading for about 2000 hit points here. And Pika and Shady taking both quite a bit of damage as well. Duty here is spotted around C. And LXN now has the cap advantage with getting B. But they had trade to a lot of hit points for this. UT here is probably going to go around and do more of a spotting maneuver. Money there is gonna spot him from this angle. Really well chosen position there. Actually, have just a look at where exactly he's sitting. He just had the bush between them, was able to spot it. And not looking all too well here for lost control. They are now finally making a move. These E5s here have been spotted out. Probably was not the plan. 62As now are gonna reposition as well. And probably it's gonna start with these E5s pushing forward. Pika there of course has to be careful. Doesn't have a lot of hit points left. He does not want to get focused first. And the push from the E5s is coming in here. KMS and Ventnam both pushing forward. Shady now is going to move towards B as well. Money here is taking his first share of damage. Those 62As have moved up. UT here now in C, getting some camp pressure back onto LXN, and is still unspotted. Venom here now taking a bit more damage. Shady here taking a huge amount. One from the Hori and one from the Vickers. HP is still quite even, but in favor of Lost Control here. And KMS is now moving on way too aggressively, is getting cross shots here. And Bentham now pushing in. Shady here trying to give fire support, but can't be all too aggressive. Venom here now on the forefront is gonna get focused by these Vickers, and the rest of Lost Control here will push in, and this is just all about focus fire now. Old School's the first one to be down. Money here on 2 hit points has been taken care of. Venom is out, UT is out. Lucy there is gonna get focused next by the 62 A's, has been taken care of. KMS is now out, and Lost Control here has bled a lot of hit points for this and is bleeding some more. LXN here on point pressure against Lost Control. They have the guns, they have the hit points, and especially they have the points. Shady is now in B. Player has been picked up, and Foxy now will die for it as well. Shady here playing against Mad RNG, and Kami there playing against Diamond. But Pika here not able to support Shady, and this game is going to be the first win for LXN here, and already a map decider. Well played here to LXN, securing themselves victory number 1. And not quite the result that Lost Control was looking for here. Bleeding quite a bit early on there, with Pika especially, and Shady. And LXN there with the power move. Those Ice Force really coming in clutch, and just trying to get those points from B, which made them in the end win their game. So congrats on that. A really strong move there. Just to remind you again, they sent their Ice Force here, they had the Vickers lined up here, and one was here. They had the Hori in support. Here was some E5s, Shady was here, and they did push the Ice Force into B. And we are gonna quickly swap the spawns. And it just didn't work out for Lost Control here. Even though these Ice Force bled a lot of hit points, they fell back. They had the crossfire with the Vickers, who were here. Even though the 63s came in, they were focused quite a bit. And the E5 that lost a lot of hit points early, just not able to come back from it. And therefore, LXN here taking the lead for game number 1. We are about to go ready here. Venom the last one. And there we have it. Let's go straight to the next game, and we now have a TD on either side. We now have Lost Control going with a 268, triple E5 again, 1 Vickers, and 2 WZ113s. And we have LXN here going with the Hori again, 2 Ice Force, 1 Object, 1 E5, and 2 113s as well. So this time no Vickers for LXN, who go early into B. And the E5s have been spotted. They are all using their reactive armor here. They've taken a little bit of damage, but no one is going to shoot them now anymore. Player here is taking quite a bit. They have put some more shots into Pika, who has bled more hit points again. Mad there getting focused, and also Lucy here. These E5s going straight onto those 113s, giving them no space to breathe. So getting back up from Kami then, the 268 putting a great shot into Lucy. And LXN here trying to push back on Foxy and UT as well as Kami. These E5s now are gonna be pushing onto the 113s. Hit point advantage here so far for Lost Control, But Foxy here is getting straight up focused. Shady there has to be careful. Has money behind him. Venom now, very low hit points. Juicy and Lucy are taken care of. AMS here shielding for Venom. Foxy still alive. And Shady here coming in, saving him as well by ramming player to death. Old School here, looking to pick up Foxy. And has to bleed a lot of hit points for doing so. Is able to get the kill, but Shady here will get the return one. Matt's still trying to fight up those two E5s. It's getting cleared. Money here still giving fire support. Is now fighting Kami here in his object. And it's just Diamond Dude with his Hori left. And Money with his 140 who took a max roll there, I believe. UT here now coming in. Bounced, didn't pin the hash. Now straight behind the Hori. And we'll just be able to farm Kami there now. Getting his kill onto Money Dude. And lost control coming right back. And it's just straight up winning this game. GG. Very solid performance here. Especially that push early on those 1-1-3s with these E5s. Even though they did get spotted early, it just didn't matter a single bit, as they were just having way better focus fire and more determination to win this game. Well played, and GG. Now we are on to Normandy. A map with 4 caps. There's not a lot of maps out there that do possess that feature. And so it is quite unique. Let's quit here. And a school one. And we already do see a very interesting pick here, which is the Yak Panzer. And on the side of LXN we see a Leopard. A very tough tank to play in tier 10. We see 2 Leopards now. Great DPM on these things, great accuracy, good mobility and camo rating. But absolutely no armor. So basically a glass cannon, and LXN is already ready with double 113, triple IS4 and double Leopard, which I am assuming the Leos are gonna be probably either located here and here, maybe even one here or on this ridgeline. E5, or they actually don't use them, the 113s might go into this pit here, with the IS4s staying here or maybe here. And we do see now some picks from Lost Control. Shady. Oh, wait, what? Alright, no. Alright, and we do have our lineups ready, and let's go straight into map number 2. And Lost Control here going with 1 Yak Panzer, 1268, so double tank destroyer, 1 Mouse, 1 STB, 1 62A, 1 E5, and a Vickers, so 7 entirely different tanks, while LXN is taking 3 different tanks in total. Can work out, of course, and let's see how both teams are gonna be playing this out. He's there in his Yak Panzer, switching his ammo around like a maniac. UT here getting a very early spot with the speed boost. And D already getting capped by Foxy in his STB. Venom now in the middle. Not able to connect the shot. Player here straight into A is gonna meet up with Pika. And Diamond here in support as well. There's the Leopards. One over there and one over there. So they are in the passive TD locations. The 268 here from Shady already putting his first shot in. A now has been capped as well. Cap advantage here on the side of Lost Control. UT here has been found out by Money, attempting to cap C. And Kami's here not able to connect his shot into these IS4s. Foxy here now moving in. Pika taking some more against those 113s, has to be careful. Foxy now taking his first share of damage. that Leo powered there from money, being a very powerful tank. Especially considering that he's completely isolated, so everyone is here. You can put some great cross shots in. And pushing onto him won't give much utility as well, as it's just that one tank. Venom here trying a blind shot, not able to connect. And player here is now repositioning, grouping up to help out money. And so is old school. Diamond here just still holding back, and Venom just keeps spotting. And lost control here, trying to build a line of defense with their mediums. The mouse not moving. Right. Yak Panzer here has fallen back as well. And he had disconnected in his mouse. Good to know, but he unfortunately has high ping. Venom here still just spotting out UT, trying to put some pop shots into those ice 4s. Currently not able to do so, and LXN now with getting C, they are now in the cap lead. Also having a hit points advantage here. And Venom here trading with Lucy. And Shady here now going in aggressive with his 268. Mad here is gonna be able to give a supporting shot in. And Shady here taking absolutely all of his hit points away from him for one shot into the ice 4. Definitely not worth that trade. Beauty here now taking A. And LXN deciding to push with everything they've got. Even the Leo's now getting dragged in. The 113 from the back pushing the ice 4s. And everything is now pushing onto Pika. Venom here and UT. Yak Panzer then not able to connect this shot. Venom here, the next target to get focused, is trying to fight back, but it's just not enough. LXN now double the hit point lead. The mouse getting targeted next. Lucy here, the first one to fall on the side of LXN. UT now out of the game. And this is most likely going to LXN. KMS here is now gonna get focused down. Is able to get diamond for doing so though. Foxy here will get picked up. KMS or Kami is not able to pen his shot in the Yak Panzer. Just not able to do the damage that it was supposed to do. And lost control here. Not able to recover from the early losses. And now LXN in a point lead. But so far both teams have traded. LXN just looking a little bit more powerful here with the plays on game number 2. And it seems that Discord has been crashing for lost control. Alright, so LXN has finished up the lineup. It's pretty much exactly the same with just a slight difference here. We have 2 113s, 3 IS4s, 1 Leo, and possibly another Vickers here. And lost control here, not quite readied up yet. Seemingly having some troubles with Discord. But are slowly getting forward to that. And lost control here, the first to have their lineup ready with double E5, 162A, double IS4, 1 Vickers, and a 268, and match number 4 on its way to go. Our second and last map here for tonight on Normandy. Lost control here a bit behind. Has to make up for the last game, otherwise they are gonna give LXN the chance to get to match point here. And then quite possibly finish it in 2 games. UT here. Early spotting. No surprise there. LXN again going for A. C is gonna get capped by Pika. Ventnum here immediately in the middle. Not able to connect the first shot. Foxy here coming in as well. Player has taken his first share of damage here from Kami's, who has been shooting HE. MS there now pushing over C onto D. Money there passively spotting in his Vickers. And a push coming in from Shady and UT. Pika here supporting the middle. E5s. A has now been capped. D is getting capped. And a push coming in from Lost Control here. Money has to be careful not to get exposed. These E5s not able to do a whole lot against the Ice Force. Mad there is gonna back up Money, so they will have some support. And these Ice Force here taking quite a bit of damage now. Pika is gonna go and help out with those Ice Force. D has been capped, so the cap advantage is on the side of Lost Control here, as well as the hit points. But those E5s are pretty much uncovered, other than Shady. Or Kami, sorry, in his 268. And that's just not a whole lot happening even over here. UT there taking an unnecessary shot from Money. And the Ice Force in the middle trading some more hit points. Shady now pushing in together with KMS. Right onto Money and Mad. And they aren't having the best of DPMs, so actually trading with these tanks won't be efficient. KMS there missing a shot. Diamond here as well is gonna be supporting those 2 lightly armored tanks. Juicy here is getting focused from Pika and UT. And those E5s, they're just holding back the entirety of those Ice Force. Shady here has to be backing up slowly. Juicy is now out. Renamed is down to a 2-shot. And the health is looking way in favor of Lost Control. Pika and UT now just gonna push straight onto Money. Diamond here is gonna be picked up very soon together with Matt, who will get focused first. These E5s here in the middle still alive against those Ice 4-1-1-3 combinations. Kami's here coming in from the side as well now. Ventnum shielding for Foxy, who has a damaged Amaret. And the focus laying his on player, and now it's just old school left, and we might actually see a 7-0 here. Unless the points, of course, run out first. Shot coming in from the 268. Foxy there blocking the shot from Ventnum. And KMS is gonna pick him up for a double victory here with points and kills. And a very strong performance this time again from Lost Control. So they aren't taking themselves anything away. They both want to win this. And the score is now 2-2. And if this trend keeps continuing, then we might actually see a tiebreaker here. And let's move straight to the next map, which is Masion Rooms. A map we have yet to have seen today as well. Quite an interesting map that has changed a lot in terms of meta, with the changes of heavy tanks and that were made now. Mostly it's focused on all of this temple area. Before you had quite a bit focus on the center, some at B, C actually. Maybe even 1 or 2 tanks sent into B to control it, and you would rarely see a push over A be made, or both teams contest for A. But now with the changes of heavy tanks, that has totally changed. But we might see another change here with the introduction of the Vickers. And we now are just waiting for the teams to ready up. We see our first autoloader of the night, and we might see it in a double pack here. Usually those tanks being run in double packs. I'm remembering we saw 50 Bs earlier, so that's on me. But we see double 57 here on the side of LXN. Double mouse, 1 Vickers, 1 Ice4 and 1 113. And for Lost Control we are looking at triple E5s, 1 mouse, 1 113, a Vickers Light and presumably a 62A. Oh, we see another E5 here. Not sure what's happening here precisely. There we go. And let's start match number 5 here. So far both teams looking very strong, being equal with 2-2. And the lineup that Lost Control is going for here is 1 mouse, 162A, triple E5, the Vickers, and 113, and Kami's, who is since has not stopped with his ammo swapping. And let's see how this team, or how this match is going to be played out. We do see a more focused approach from LXN, whilst Lost Control has split up their lineup. UT here, I'm staying back to spot A, Kami's to hold one line, and the rest is going for a more middle area and C approach. And cap advantage here already on the side of Lost Control. UT here only spotting so far, not shooting at all. And they do know that 113 is in A. Juicy now taking B, pretty much should get it uncontested. And LXN here going into a very strong position. Diamond here looking over on Juicy, as well as Matt, who will get into a position. Old School here holding the middle. Money here has taken a shot from UT, but was able to put one back into him. And Old School is gonna side script here towards these E5s. Great shot into him. And this is a very passive play by Lost Control, drawing back their tanks from all over there at sea. And LXN now, of course, in a point advantage here, having now 2 caps, and B very strong defended, so it pretty much can't get taken here. With those 57 heavies in the back, there's a 113 as well, and the IS-4 here, which can only be shot by either suiciding downwards from here, or from the middle. But the push seems to have been decided, and it is on A here, with 4 tanks from Lost Control, which is guarded by 1 mouse, 1 Vickers, and a 113. Shady here moving straight out, takes 2 shots for it. Aim is not able to connect his. Pika here hasn't peeked just yet, and Kami's is now pushing out, has put 1 into Juicy, but has taken a lot for it in return. Shady here not able to cap A safely, will probably have to retreat here, as the mouse does just quite have the reload to reset a cap on Supremacy. Push though coming in from LC now onto B, Venom here, and Foxy pushing onto Juicy. Pika here giving fire support, but Money is already making his way towards C. LXN wants to play this on points. Juicy here is getting focused. Old School is gonna get targeted next here. Hit points are still even, with a slight lead for LXN, who has killed Shady now, and are pushing straight into the side of Lost Control. The mouse here, Old School, is gonna get focused. Foxy not able to connect this shot. Kami's taking the kill. Points still for LXN. 2 caps here. Hit points for LXN, and as well as the guns now getting back into their favor. And just as we say that, Lost Control gets another kill. Those mouses still having a bit of hit points left. And Diamond here nearly reloaded. The 57 heavy now mad is on a reload. Venton there still alive, has been picked up. Pika here completely out of the fight. UT just managed to cap C. But LXN has won on points. And this game is over. Well played here to both teams, but LXN really wanted to play this with points. They managed to play this with points, and they managed to do it really great. Taking C there, taking attention from Lost Control again to have to recap C, pushing there into the sides, and actually counter pushing two pushes that Lost Control has attempted, which did fail, unfortunately. But other than that, it has been so far a joy to watch. LXN is now on match point. They need one more game to win. Lost Control here looking to take this game back. And we do see some interesting decisions here from Lost Control. And LXN pretty much readied up and has already ready one Vickers, two 1-1-3s, one ice for two mouses. We might see a third from rename there. Not all too sure just yet. Nope, he does take a Dracula. Alright. It's time for Lucy to play again. And Lost Control seems to have Discord issues more and more. Especially Pika and Ventnam having some issues, it seems, or just Pika, not too sure. And LXN has their team ready now with two mouses, 1E100 here from Lucy, double 1-1-3 of Vickers and an IS4. And Lost Control here really just struggling with their Discord. Of course, communication is key in this game, and not being able to talk whilst the other team can is really tough. So let's hope they can get it sorted. You know what, let's actually just talk back about that game whilst they are trying to finish this. So we did see an early cap from Lost Control on C. A has been capped by LXN with one trade from the Vickers that was here in the bush. So he was able to cap that. He did have to trade one going back, but able to put one back into him. They then put one IS4 into B, capped it, put it here in a very strong position. 57 heavy here and here, 1-1-3 here, one mouse here to cover all just this IS4. Counter push coming then in from Lost Control onto A, which didn't work out. Shady getting taken care of. Trying to push onto B. Whilst that LXN has counter pushed here. And then just fell into their flank. And it didn't seem to have worked out all too well for Lost Control in that match. Trying to counter spot or counter push and getting counter pushed themselves. So unlucky there. We're just waiting for Lost Control to catch up. We have 4 tanks ready so far. 1-2-6A, the 62A, IS4 and the Vickers. We have now Ventnam ready, AMS ready, and E5 and E100 respectively. And just Pika left, who takes a 57 heavy. And I'm assuming they're gonna take a second. Nope. Alright. And let's go straight into what could possibly be the last game of tonight. We will be back tomorrow with Group 2. I will show you the schedule for that after the games for tonight are of course over. He has noticed my haircut. And yeah, with quite the HP difference here, thanks to those mouses from LXN. Beauty here going straight into an aggressive spotting. Foxy is gonna take C again. LXN now sending some tanks in the middle to spot. You see here probably looking to cap B again. The push coming in on A from LXN. Juicy is now in B. And KMS here looking to reset that with some HE. He's able to do 400 damage. That's a lot for an HE shell. 57 heavy here is gonna back him up. Shady here is going to be covering A. Foxy has taken the first bit of damage already. Another great HE coming in from the E100 here. Just barely able to get him on the reload. Great shot there from Pika with heat. Gets another one with heat on the turret. Juicy bleeding a crap ton of hit points now. KMS here looking to... What's the 700? Juicy has traded too much and didn't get the cap. And the others are now bleeding as well. Diamond and Money both lost some hit points. The HP advantage completely lost. Player here in his mouse is gonna just move straight through. The other mouse here from old school pushing as well. Kami's and Shady here able to hold them back. And Kami's is gonna be only tracking. And the Maxro here with heat coming from the E100 onto player who is focusing his attention onto 57 heavy. And so far the hit points are not looking good for LXN. Venom and Foxy here now pushing onto Juicy, are able to take him out. The E100 doing massive amounts of damage here, putting another one in. 57 heavy, able to get one more clip out, takes the mouse with him. Still alive. And the E100 here now coming in clutch to support. Gonna put a shot into Diamond, unfortunate low roll there. Venom able to clear the kill. Shady here, gonna push on to Lucy as well, who is getting the next one targeted. And this game is gonna be lost controls. LXN here not able to do what they wanted to do. They did expect Juicy to do it, he bled a crap ton for it. And especially this E100 and 57 heavy. Staying alive until the end, doing massive amounts of damage. Well played here. To lost control, and we will see a tiebreaker. I am very impressed. Both teams here, very strong performances. This E100 especially. Yes, raise your gun in the air. Well played. E100 here doing 4,600 damage. An amazing result. And we are seeing a tiebreaker. And I nearly just reset the score there. We don't want that. Rather than that, we want to get onto the tie-breaking map, which is Faust. And here you can have the map on screen. We should be on the correct slide. Yes, we are. Let's just change the score as well for no confusion. There we go. And this is a very, very strong performance. And we do have already a finished lineup here from LXN with quadruple IS4s, double 113s and 1 Vickers. Whilst Lost Control here is taking 4 or quadruple E5s so far. We might see a change there. Just waiting for them to ready up. And if they do decide to go for quadruple E5, then they basically have a mirror matchup, just E5 versus IS4. As both teams have 2 113s and 1 Vickers. Just waiting here for KMS and Venom to ready up. And see how this last game is going to turn out. I am really looking forward to this tiebreaker. This has been quite the matchup. Not sure why it's taking them so long. But I hope they will get it sorted very quickly. Mhm. Not sure what to do. Come on. What are you waiting for, boys? So let's just talk about the map really quickly whilst we wait. So this map is quite interesting. You feature identical caps pretty much that are easy to get from spawn. Easy to get countered though from here or from here. So you gotta be careful with that. B is pretty much the heart of the map. And what is most wanted as a cap. A is lately rarely ever taken, and we will see quadruple E5 have a mirror matchup except for E5 versus IS4. This will be the last game of tonight. Lost Control versus LXN Lux Novum. And I am really interested to see this match. Hit point advantage here about 1000 for LXN due to the IS4s having more hit points than an E5. And the Vickers here doing an early cap onto D. C is gonna get capped here by LXN quicker. And we have some IS4 spotted who will definitely be looking to get into B. We have two 1-1-3s here holding on A. And so far not a lot happening. No damage has yet to be taken. We have a passive 1-1-3 here and perhaps a Vickers here. And yeah, these IS4s here, main purpose, get in and get quick into B. Player here and Foxy outspotting each other. And UT now has grouped up with the 1-1-3s. He is gonna go into A, will get spotted by Money. I'm not quite sure why he's not retreating, as he did get spotted. Takes an HE as well. Money not getting spotted here for that cheeky shot. GG to him. Is he gonna get another one in? He does. UT there overexposing himself. But Diamond gets spotted, so lost control here. Gaining some information. At least. And there's just not a lot happening here so far. Otherwise, let's have a look at what Foxy is seeing here. You could just barely see the turret of an IS4, which is really strong and hard to pen. Even for heat. But looking at this, we do see a maneuver here from Lost Control. The 1-1-3 has been spotted out, so this is not gone undetected. A is completely left alone. And a push here is going to happen. Up and over and down and over. 1-1-3s have been spotted. This entire push has been seen really early on. Money here now in A. Point advantage will get even higher. Ventnam here bouncing his first. These IS4s are gonna back off. And the push here coming in. UT of course staying back. Ventnam going up and over. Target here being Juicy as first call. Takes this first bit of damage as well. LXN does have to punish Lost Control for this, but they're just not doing enough damage. Shady here, the first one to take a huge amount. 1600 damage instantly. Shady now out of the fight. And UT here giving some cross shots. And here comes the counter push from LXN onto Ventnam. Foxy there getting ammo wrecked for pretty much over 1000 hit points. Hit point advantage here still for LXN. Gun advantage. Still all 7 tanks alive. Money here. One shot. Has to be careful. KMS here looking to pick up the kill. And UT able to do so. Juicy there still a one shot and alive. And this game is gonna go into LXN's favor. There's no way that Lost Control is gonna be coming back from this. Shady over peaking. Foxy getting ammo wrecked. These E5s really do have a weak ammo rack. which sits right in the middle of the tank hole. Pika now out. Player has been taken care of. And now it's just Kami left in his 1-1-3 here. Against Old School. And 3 more enemy vehicles. And there's no way he's going to win this match. GG to both teams. Well played. This went down to the tiebreaker, meaning they are both pretty equal in terms of skill. As of course these are all very strong teams. But LXN here able to secure themselves the victory. And are gonna take this one home with them. GG. And we have our final decider here, which has been LXN winning in tiebreaker against Lost Control. And let's close off the room. Thanks to everyone for playing. This has been a very enjoyable tournament to stream and commentate on. And yeah, there's not a lot to talk about. I guess we're gonna have a last look at the schedule here, which the next matches are gonna be played tomorrow. There's a small typo. It says 24th, but it's actually the 25th. That will be Group 2. No wait, that's Group 1. This is Group 2, which we'll be looking at tomorrow. And we are going to be, so myself, commentating on Legion versus Win. And after that, Vin versus Whale, which will be tomorrow at the same time. And Saitan and Rolling will be streaming as long as Saitan can hopefully recover from his injury. Yeah. The next that then will be streamed is on the 28th, which is a Sunday, I believe. Where we will be looking at EG versus LC. And then for the last game of the group stage, we will be watching R2K versus Win. And I am looking forward to all of the matches. This has been an enjoyable stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave some feedback in the comment section down below or in the live chat to help me improve my commentary. This has been it from me for today. I hope you enjoyed it and see you all again next time. Bye bye.